Stop scrolling, waiting, stop telling yourself later. Your life will not change by chance. It will change by choice. And today, I'm going to give you 5 talks that can change everything about the way you think, feel, and act. Too often, we wait for a miracle. We wait for someone to tell us we're ready. We wait for a perfect moment to start living fully. Here's the hard truth: life doesn't wait. The world moves whether you act or not. Your dreams, your goals, your potential, they are calling for you to step up right now. The first talk you need to hear is about courage over comfort. It's about standing in the arena of your life even when it's scary, even when your heart races and your mind doubts, even when everyone else seems to have it figured out. You will feel fear, you will feel uncertainty, you will feel small, and that is exactly why courage is needed. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is moving forward in spite of it. Think about the moments in your life you regret. Almost all of them were choices you didn't make, the chances you didn't take, the conversations you didn't have, the risks you avoided because it felt safer to stay small. This is your wake-up call. Your first talk starts with a simple question: will I choose courage? Even when it's uncomfortable, the people who transform their lives are not those who feel ready. They are those who act anyway. They embrace discomfort. They face fear. They move. And today you are about to hear talks that will guide you through this transformation. Talks that will make you think differently. Talks that will make you act differently. Talks that will make you live differently. You can choose to listen, or you can choose to continue waiting. But remember, change begins with attention, reflection, and action. These 5 talks are your opportunity, your roadmap, your spark. The second talk you need to hear is about vulnerability, and not the kind that feels weak, but the kind that makes you powerful. Society tells us that vulnerability is dangerous. It says, hide your emotions, protect your heart, don't show weakness. But here's the truth. Vulnerability is the birthplace of connection, courage, and creativity. It is the bridge to the life you've been dreaming of. When you are vulnerable, you risk being seen, you risk judgment, you risk failure. And yet, every time you allow yourself to be seen, you grow. Every time you speak your truth, you reclaim power. Every time you act with authenticity, you attract the life, opportunities, and people you deserve. Most people fear vulnerability because it comes with discomfort. It comes with uncertainty. It comes with emotional exposure. But comfort is the enemy of growth. Safety is often disguised as stagnation. You want change. You want transformation. You want a life that feels alive, meaningful, and extraordinary. You must embrace vulnerability. Vulnerability is not a one-time act. It is a daily practice. It is showing up when it's hard. It is saying what needs to be said. It is taking action even when fear says stop. Think about the moments when your life felt most alive. Chances are they came when you risked being authentic. Chances are they came when you chose courage over comfort. This talk is your invitation to stop hiding, to stop shrinking, to start living openly, fully, and courageously. Your future self, the confident, resilient, fulfilled version of you, is waiting on the other side of vulnerability. And every time you lean into discomfort, you step closer to them. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is power. It is freedom. It is the foundation of transformation. The third talk you need to hear is about action. Relentless, deliberate, daily action. Most people wait for the perfect moment, the right energy, or the inspiration that never comes. And while they wait, life passes them by. Action doesn't wait for feelings. Action doesn't wait for motivation. Action doesn't wait for comfort. Every single result in your life comes from one thing: doing. Doing despite fear, doing despite doubt, doing even when your heart wants to retreat. Imagine your life 10 years from now. Will it be the result of endless planning and waiting? Or will it be the product of small, consistent actions taken every single day? Daily action compounds. 10 minutes today, repeated tomorrow and the next day, becomes mastery. One brave conversation today leads to deeper connections tomorrow. One step outside your comfort zone today sets a pattern of courage that ripples for years. The people you admire are not necessarily smarter, luckier, or more talented. They are consistent. They show up. They do the work. Even when it's uncomfortable, your feelings will try to stop you. Fear will try to paralyze you. Doubt will try to convince you that waiting is safer. Ignore them. Action is louder than emotion. Action is more powerful than hesitation. Action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. This talk is your call to stop waiting. It is your reminder that courage is measured in moments of movement, not feelings. It is your guide to building a life of results, momentum, and transformation, one deliberate action at a time. Your future self will thank you for the steps you take today. Your life is created by what you do, not what you feel. Act today, act consistently, act boldly, and watch your life transform through the power of action. The fourth talk you need to hear is about letting go, the strength in releasing what no longer serves you. Most people carry invisible burdens, regrets, grudges, fears, and self-doubt. They cling to the past or obsess over what they cannot control, believing that holding on somehow protects them. But holding on does not protect, it restrains, it limits. Your life is waiting on the other side of release. The courage to let go is the courage to make space for growth, for love, for opportunity. It is the courage to prioritize your future over your past. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It does not mean pretending something didn't happen. It does not mean you stop caring. Letting go means you refuse to let what happened define your next steps. Letting go means you reclaim your energy from things that drain you. Letting go means you choose freedom over fear, action over stagnation, hope over resentment. Most people fear letting go because it feels like loss. It feels uncomfortable. It feels uncertain. But here's the truth. What you hold on to can never carry you forward. Only what you release can. Imagine your life unburdened. Imagine the clarity, the confidence, the momentum that comes when you stop dragging old pain, old mistakes, or old doubts with you. Every act of release is an act of courage. Every moment you choose freedom over fear builds resilience. Every step you take away from what no longer serves you moves you closer to your purpose. This talk is your guide to let go of the unnecessary, to reclaim your energy, to step boldly into a future unchained by the past, release fear, release doubt, release resentment, and create the space for your life to expand, evolve, and transform. The fifth and final talk you need to hear is about believing in yourself, even when the world doubts you, even when your own mind whispers you're not enough. A belief is the foundation of action, courage, and transformation. Without it, even your best plans can falter. Without it, even your talent cannot find expression. Without it, even your dreams remain just dreams. Most people wait for validation from others before they believe in themselves. They wait for someone to approve their ideas, to cheer them on, to tell them they're capable. And in that waiting, years are lost. True belief comes from within. It comes from choosing to trust your instincts, your abilities, and your worth, despite fear, doubt, and setbacks. It comes from showing up consistently and proving to yourself day by day that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Belief is not blind optimism. It is not ignoring obstacles. It is not pretending life is easy. Belief is resilience, is courage. Belief is the refusal to let doubt dictate your life. Every successful person you admire started with belief. Belief in their purpose, belief in their vision, belief in themselves. They faced challenges, critics, and failures, but their belief kept them moving forward. This talk is your reminder. You are capable. You are worthy. You have the power to change your life. Start small if you must. Take one step, complete one task, face one fear. Each act strengthens belief. Each choice affirms it. Each moment of courage compounds it. Your future self, the confident, fulfilled, unstoppable you, is waiting for the belief you choose today. And the truth is simple. You cannot wait for confidence. You must create it through belief and action. Believe in yourself, act on your belief, and watch as your life begins to change, because belief is the spark that ignites transformation. The sixth talk you need to hear is about attention, where you focus your mind to turn the life you create. Most people drift through life with scattered attention. Notifications, social media, endless tasks, and other people's demands pull them in every direction. And yet, they wonder why they feel unfulfilled, exhausted, or stuck. Attention is power. Where you choose to place it shapes your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately your results. 10 minutes of focused attention can be more powerful than hours of distraction. 10 minutes spent deeply thinking about your goals, writing down your priorities, or reflecting on your purpose can shift your trajectory. 10 minutes dedicated to learning or practicing a skill compounds into mastery over time. Distractions are designed to steal your energy. They make you feel busy but leave you empty. They make you feel productive but trap you in mediocrity. This talk is your call to reclaim your attention, to prioritize what truly matters, to act intentionally instead of reacting impulsively. The people who achieve extraordinary results are not necessarily smarter or luckier. They simply protect their focus. They choose where to invest their energy and guard it fiercely. Your attention is finite. Every moment spent reacting to noise is a moment lost from creating something meaningful. Every day you allow your mind to wander without intention. You postpone your dreams. Start small. 10 minutes of focused attention each day is enough to change your habits, sharpen your mind, and build clarity. It is enough to reclaim control over your life. It is enough to create the foundation for extraordinary results. Your life will only reflect what you focus on. And the truth is clear. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. Choose wisely. Focus deliberately. Invest your attention in what builds your future and watch how those 10 minutes of daily focus transform your life, your habits, and your results. The seventh talk you need to hear is about fear and doubt, the invisible chains that hold most people back from greatness. Fear whispers in your ear, "You're not ready. You'll fail. What if it doesn't work?" Doubt adds its weight. Maybe I'm not enough. Maybe I should wait. Maybe I'll never succeed. And the truth is, everyone feels fear and doubt. Everyone experiences hesitation. But the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't is action in spite of fear. Fear is not a signal to stop. Fear is a signal to pay attention, to prepare, and to move forward courageously. Doubt is not a barrier. It's a mirror reflecting what matters most to you. The most successful, fulfilled, and courageous people you admire do not live without fear. They feel it, acknowledge it, and act anyway. This talk is your reminder fear and doubt are not enemies. They are guides. They highlight what is important. They point toward growth. They show you where to invest your courage. Every time you confront fear, it shrinks. Every time you act despite doubt, you grow stronger. Every decision to move forward, no matter how small, chips away at the invisible barriers holding you back. The key is consistency. You do not need to eliminate fear. You do not need to banish doubt. You need to embrace them, acknowledge them, and take action anyway. Your future self, the person who has achieved their goals, embraced their purpose, and lived boldly, is waiting for you on the other side of fear. Every courageous choice you make today strengthens that future. Fear and doubt are temporary. Action is permanent. 10 minutes of courage today can change the trajectory of your life. This is your wake up call. Stop letting fear dictate your choices. Move through it. Act despite it. And build a life that doubt and fear cannot contain. The eighth talk you need to hear is about reflection, taking time each day to pause, examine, and learn from your experiences. Most people rush through life without ever stopping to ask the hard questions. What did I do well today? What can I improve? What choices brought me closer to my goals? Which ones held me back? Reflection is the bridge between experience and growth. Without it, mistakes repeat, lessons are lost, and momentum stalls. 10 minutes of reflection is enough to uncover patterns that shape your future. 10 minutes can reveal the thoughts, habits, and actions that either propel you forward or keep you stuck. 10 minutes of intentional contemplation can prevent years of wasted effort and missed opportunities. The people who transform their lives are not always the busiest. They are the most mindful. They invest time in understanding themselves, their motivations, and their decisions. They analyze what works, what doesn't, and adjust their path accordingly. Reflection is not passive. It is deliberate. It is courageous. It is uncomfortable at times because it requires honesty, but it is in this honesty that transformation begins. Every day you reflect, you learn. Every day you learn, you grow. Every day you grow, you move closer to your best life. Even 10 minutes of reflection can spark clarity, inspire action, and illuminate your purpose. It is the difference between wandering through life and walking a purposeful path. It is the difference between reacting and choosing. It is the difference between living by default and living intentionally. This talk is your call to pause, to examine your choices, to understand your patterns, to refine your actions. Reflection may feel small, but its impact compounds exponentially. 10 minutes today can save years of regret. 10 minutes today can sharpen your focus. 10 minutes today can change your trajectory forever. Invest in reflection. It is the quiet force behind bold actions, courageous decisions, and extraordinary results. The ninth talk you need to hear is about consistency, the quiet, often overlooked force that separates dreams from reality. Most people wait for bursts of inspiration, motivation, or perfect timing, and while they wait, life passes them by. Consistency is not flashy. It does not feel dramatic. It is not exciting in the moment, but it is unstoppable over time. Consistency is showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like. Consistency is doing the small things over and over until they build momentum, mastery, and results. Imagine your life 10 years from now. Would you rather it be the result of sporadic effort or daily intentional action? Would you rather it be shaped by fleeting inspiration or by habits repeated consistently? Consistency compounds. A single day of effort feels small. A single week of effort feels manageable. A year of consistent action changes everything. The people who achieve extraordinary results are not necessarily smarter, luckier, or more talented. They're the ones who show up even when it's uncomfortable. They are the ones who commit to the process, not just the outcome. Your future self depends on your present consistency. Every small decision to act, every small moment of courage, every small habit built today is a deposit in the life you want tomorrow. Consistency turns intention into results. Consistency turns learning into mastery. Consistency turns courage into confidence. This talk is your call. Stop waiting for perfect moments. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Stop relying on luck. Your dreams require action. Your goals require dedication. Your life requires consistency. 10 minutes every day, applied intentionally, repeated without fail, will move mountains over time. Your future self is waiting, shaped by the actions you choose today. Consistency is not optional. It is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. This is the final talk, and it is the most important. Everything you want begins with your choice. 5 talks, 5 perspectives: courage over comfort, vulnerability as power, daily action, letting go, belief in yourself, attention, reflection, and consistency. All of them point to one truth: your life is shaped not by luck, not by circumstances, not by feelings, but by your decisions and actions. You will feel fear, you will feel doubt, you will face distractions and setbacks, you will question yourself, and that is exactly why you must act. The difference between a life of regret and a life of fulfillment is choice, made again and again, consistently, intentionally. You can wait for perfect timing, perfect clarity, perfect motivation, or you can take action now in the imperfect moment and trust that momentum will carry you forward. These talks are not just ideas, they are a blueprint for transformation, a blueprint for a life that feels alive, meaningful, and extraordinary. Every step you take, every moment you choose courage over comfort, every decision to act instead of wait, compounds into a future that you control. Your future self, the person you dream of becoming, is shaped by what you do today. I will choose courage over comfort. I will embrace vulnerability as strength. I will act daily, let go of what no longer serves me, and believe in my power. I will focus, reflect, and stay consistent. My life is my choice, and today I choose action, growth, and transformation. My future begins now. Your life is waiting. The path is clear. The 5 talks are your guide. The next step is yours. Step forward, act boldly, and create the life you were meant to live.